Wormwood Abbey. I read aloud the address of the sender of a letter directed to my father, the Reverend G.E. Worms. "What a ridiculous name!" I exclaimed, referring to the name of the abbey. Worms was also a ridiculous name, but after 21 years of life, I had got used to it. My father looked up, slightly startled from his newspaper. "What did you say, Edith? But that must be from my people." Mother also looked up from her new issue of the Parents' Review, April 1899. She took the unopened letter from me and passed it across the breakfast table to Father. The review she quietly laid on the table. Things were pretty serious, if she did that. The three of us, Mother, George, and me, were very grave as Father read it. Father very seldom spoke of his family. They had disowned him when he married my mother, his first wife. Nor was their silence broken, or any help offered to him at all, when she died during my infancy, and left my father to raise me alone. George, who at 11 years of age could not be expected to be grave for very long, broke in with, "Sir, is that where you saw the dragon?" Mother shook her head, and I stopped George's questions with an unexpected second helping from the jam pot, of which I had been appointed guardian. I had the exact same thought as George. Our father, a warm, communicative man, had remained singularly uncommunicative on the subject of his childhood. The bare outline, we knew, sent away from his country home to a school where cruelty went unpunished. My father was an imaginative child, and his flights of fancy were interpreted as lying and met with merciless beatings from tutors and schoolfellows alike. This culminated in a pathetic attempt to run away to sea. Perhaps it was telling that he thought the Queen's Navy would be an improvement on his circumstances. In response, Father was removed from school and privately tutored, boarding at his tutor's house until he was ready to go up to Oxford to study divinity. Stories of his childhood were very few, but one in particular was well known to both of us. "When I was a child, I saw a dragon in the garden," he would say in a soft voice, taking us with him to a summer twilight at his father's remote seat in Yorkshire. No doubt this was just the kind of story that had found an unappreciative audience in his schoolfellows. The dragon had been about the size of an alpine mastiff, the kind that rescue hapless day-trippers that lose themselves in the Swiss Alps. I was convinced that the companion of that happy moment had been such a dog, in very fact.